here on the edge of the roof with that one? Can you not just turn it this way?
You shouldn't. You should be in the middle. I've done it here because that's the proper spacing across, but really you should be about this far for sure, but from the edge. And it's a small section. Right, so let me just show you how this is going to work without destroying the roof as much as possible. You're going to lift some shingles and make sure that the top of your flashing is covered by the second course.
It's pretty cold. Kind of cold data.
Yeah, it's cold. The shingles are going to rip a bit, but you don't want to have that happen on your roof, obviously. But there is roof caulking.
The shingles still have to go over the line.
If in the future, if you're doing kind of you're planning a roof and you're going to be doing you're doing an install, I would flash in the
While I'm doing the shingles.
yeah, you would flash them in while you're doing the shingles. That's the most seamless. Okay.
So you prefer that type of flashing?
We'll take that
We're
foot.
using this one, just do we got a box of these?
All right, so we know
These
how
out to
flashing
show
is going to
them
go.
what different types.
Now we're going to place our foot like this. We've chosen a smaller gauge of hardware. I'm going to redo those holes just because we had actually planned on using this foot. Normally the foot has a single penetration. In this case we're using this double, forgotten about that.
Two smaller ones.
Two smaller holes.
So two small holes. So some of these other flashings that take one big lag bolt, you're looking at something like this. 3.5, maybe a 4-inch one, right? And you really want to, if you don't have one, use one of these impact wrenches to drive this sort of stuff in. It goes really fast.
Not by hand.
No, well, you know, depends what you want to do, but
If you want to do one a day, maybe.
well, it's not that bad. At least get a ratchet.
By the supplier from the racking, or are they?
Usually,
Yeah.
usually you buy a kit. You can say, no, I'll buy my own bolts, and you can run around and see if you can save a nickel on a bolt. It's a little bit easier to just get the bolts, get the flashings, get the bolts. Okay, there's the first one done. Now, how many are we doing? 6?
Yes.
So let's get 5 other people to do one.
Okay. Alrighty, anybody who wants to step up? Okay, we need some more of these feet. Tom, can you grab me the...
So, but the flashing, would you see the flashing?
The other ones you showed are all sort of built in. Is there matters?
The difference would be the size of the hardware and exactly, like you notice first I did a single penetration. That's because that's typically the flashing method would be a single one down, and then you put the foot on.
So that hardware comes with the panels? No, that hardware, that's separate.
It's the racking manufacturer, or you can buy flashing manufacturers separately. There's a flashing manufacturer who's kind of the gold standard. It's QuickMount out of the States, and they just sell flashings. Their motto is respect the roof, and they basically give seminars on
Single fire. All right.
What's the price of that?
I don't know.
They come with the flashing, Ken, and the bolts and the fasteners. You're looking probably $12 to $20 per anchor.
Totally anchor. You're lining up on the floor over here. So you're lining up in the center, you're going to drill a hole top and bottom. And we've got some hardware for you here. Pass the drill on.
Yeah. We gotta reach into the whole root now. So the other thing you can do is cut some of this away. Right? So you get more. So that's good observation. So yeah, we wouldn't be very happy with that.
So you want to get the flashing up under here? So you want to
Wow.
drill right in almost like a piece of
This is just cutting a tiny bit away of the
Or else you can
There you go.
cut this here,
cut this one off, right?
and then you can get underneath this one and this one and this one.
With this,
So you can see
install these plates like.
Well, this has to go. This top
Tom, what's the impact head size? Have we got enough impact?
So
Two going.
rather than to go this way, yeah,
Maybe
so
like
put
on
a
the
hole up here.
So, are we going, oh, sorry, going underneath.
No. This one goes on top.
But I'm just wondering if that, am I going here and then it's
Yeah,
like,
you're going on my chalk line here.
yeah, so it's
So
not on, I'm just wondering if it's on the edge of the, one of those.
right.
Okay.
But it's gonna go in. Right, so that goes right here. And then you get.
straight here.
Just slant.
Okay. Straight down and now bring it out. Well, you. Good stuff. Okay. Good stuff. Excellent.
That's it? Or are we doing all four?
Oh no, just the two, and then you can drive the hardware with the impact there. So it's called an impact because when you get down, when it starts getting enough resistance against it, it has like a hammering action, but just keep pushing it. That's enough. That one.
Fantastic. Well, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? So do these end up getting bent over the edge here? Or?
They're not supposed to. It's just because of the size of this particular sample booth.
I mean, do you cut them off or do you bend them over? Or
I think you're saying in reality you wouldn't put the paddle this close to the edge.
Yeah, you would put it over here.
oh, but in this case, the
We're hanging over the edge because we want to fit 3 of them on, and the roof's not big enough for us to have it properly installed. So we're imagining there's roof here.
Hey, we need somebody else to put another
Somebody
bracket
want
over there.
to?
On a bunch of bloody slackers. Okay.
You want to center on this, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I'm just going to. You're trying to go faster.
Just drill and
You're done.
You got her.
You don't need to go that deep.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
Okay,
A
we should
little,
grab the rail,
having
right?
just a little nail, just
We gotta show them how to rail fast.
pull, and it holds it in there. Good. There you go.
And then the next step, I can.
It's a good idea to put a piece of
No, there,
sleeve
wait,
or
put
something
this
on the
on.
drill when you get it that long so that you don't go that far. Yeah.
But if we were on an 8-12 pitch roof, that drill would not be going down off the roof.
Right.
But they would stick to the magnets that are underside of the roof. The magnet I'm talking about is not that heavy. But
Yeah, I'll clean it up first.
so Tom, is there?
More?
That's it, right? One more.
No, that's good.
And then the next
Tom,
step.
did you say there was some
Fancy stuff.
shallower than this for the edges?
Sure. Excellent. No, this is great. This is fantastic.
You're up on that shingle, eh? That's why.
If you got such a small roof,
So
if this was just a roof, I'd come in and actually sheet, even if you stick the rail up.
If the rail's going over, it's not a
Yeah. And usually the edge of the roof, there's actually no structure
So
there.
I go like that, right? Yeah. Oh, watch out, okay? And then here too.
you need to get up under this one a little bit.
Yeah, you need to lift this up.
There you go.
And that's it. Oh, loose comb at the end of it.
And then this one too.
Excellent.
That's it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And then
Like that.
I think that's mine,
Yeah.
right?
you want it to last, and you can especially
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Is this
planned it a little bit better.
This would get cut if it was right on the edge.
And that's it?
Yeah.
So use the best stuff so far.
Wow.
Oh.
Figure out where that goes?
You could fall into
Oh no. Like that, right?
Yes, and you're going to really need to push down because it's going over that shingle.
So there's something we take these down a little bit? Or just not tight enough?
Push it down. And then
Careful not to be here very long.
Push it down when you turn it.
Be under the second.
Try and keep that. The bracket.
It's a good point, you guys.
lefty, loosey.
If getting your attention here, if
Why it's not
if we
turning?
had a lot of time and this
I don't
was
think
a
it's going
professional installation, this
push down
flashing
further
should have
down.
gone under the second course so that it's
Oh,
covered
now
by
it-
two
now it
courses.
is.
Yeah, because water could ingress right here. So what you do, you wouldn't need to move it. Yeah, you cut the shingle around this profile so that you were neatly in. So this is a non-conformance. If I'm looking at this and this is no good. We should be under two.
Yeah, we should be under the two shingles.
I know. It's
We have a
it's
couple
okay.
inches in our spacing of rails.
Yeah, we can definitely plan that better, right? So you would look at this from the plan.
You're going to wreck his tiles. Well, yeah, there's no point in doing it to this. We know what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, just
am I okay?
yeah, you're okay. He's just making a point. So the point is, you want to have this go under two shingles. So then, see right here.
Yes.
See how the water would come down the roof and it would hit here? That's very hard to seal there. So you want to get this up underneath the second set of shingles in order to install it. So what he's doing is starting under this one to get under this. These are all offset.
So guys, each flashing manufacturer will tell you how they want you to pump.
But it's okay.
their
So
flashing,
what
but,
Ryan did
just
was he had to cut away
basic.
some of the
Typically, it's about a semicircle above the
But I'm not
top
good
here,
either.
so that
No,
when
no,
it's
no,
under,
but we won't, yeah.
not on top here like this, but underneath, you're caulking around here, so it creates kind of another barrier. So if water did ingress right here, it would then bead around, and that's how that's typically done.
Can you go over the names of the parts again so everybody knows which one we're talking about when we say put that thing in?
Right. So this is the flashing. This is just like a shingle, product, and it's you would flash in anything you put into your roof, including a chimney stack. So and then this is the actual foot. Let's call it a foot. I'm going to say it's a connection point foot. And then the flashing goes over top of the foot, and then you've
L
got
bracket.
an L bracket, which this is going to be your connection to the rail. And then this particular
fine.
flashing comes with a cap. This is
If
the
that's
only
you know
actual
what, it
manufacturer I've ever
does-
seen that came with a cap like this. It's kind of a neat system, but nice looking. Yeah, it's kind of a cool system. So okay.
So my
Oh, it's good. So the next step, after you get all these in, by the way, again, you're looking right out of the instruction manual, and they'd say the torques that you would want to hit, say on this top cap, would probably be listed. So you want to
Because
follow
all you need
torques
is above the
because this stuff is
right?
holding your connection down.
Yeah, no, that's you wouldn't know it's going to be
Metal on metal connections should be torqued to the proper spec because it's going to affect maintenance down the road. It's going to affect so don't just use your
them.
Yeah, it's got to get up under that second set.
All you need for that one is like them.
Alrighty. So let's get the rest of these L feeding guys. Anybody pick up an elephant and toss it on the footing. And over here.
So if he had gone under his little break there, that one would be perfect.
And I like what we've done here. We face the L feet the same way because that's going to maintain our 80 centimeter spacing. So that works. So now we're going to need our looking ahead. So you should have one guy on site who's always looking ahead. The thing with solar is speed because the equipment costs enough already. You don't want to have guys loafing around on the roof. So there should be somebody who has an idea of how this is going to lay out, people who are putting it together, and the next step is always being thought of the materials that are being brought to the roof. So that's very important because the cost of the labor just drives up the cost of the project, and then
But if somebody had
So
already
you
quoted
can-
the
you can
project,
lay
you want to do it as fast as possible, stay as profitable.
as fast as possible, as quality as possible. Exactly. So next steps are going to be rails, but they're also going to be the connection pieces to the rail. So how are we connecting the rails to the L feet? It's going to be, every rail has a different profile. Every rail manufacturer sets their profile. This is what's called a profile. It's an aluminum extrusion that has a profile, and the profile sets what hardware.
Here's two more. Different manufacturers. Everybody does it a little different. They all say they have the best.
But the point is, the hardware that fits into this stuff is designed based on the profile. So in this particular profile is made by Unirac, and it fits actually just 3/8 hardware. So you'd actually just slip some 3/8 nuts in here, and then their 3/8 bolts go right into the nuts. So that's kind of just a standard hardware
Oh, I see.
system.
So
And then
we're-
these other
we're
little
like this.
channels would be used for cable management clips that would be specifically designed for the rail.
Sorry, Matt, good use.
Well done, Felix.
So it's like that.
We got it on film?
I think I did.
That's a good reminder though, let's be very careful with everything we're touching here. There is also sharp metal edges sticking out here, let's be conscious of these. Now, the rail is actually, so